What's happening? It's been a productive day. I got what I set out to do done. As far as get this landscape project prep for tomorrow. Typically, when I do my landscape, like my sod installations, it's usually a 2 day process for the majority of the projects, unless it's like some irrigation involved. And then it's a 3 day project. We take one full day to do the irrigation. I send my subcontractor in to do the irrigation. After I do the prep, as far as remove the vegetation, as far as the old lawn. Then I go in and, after him on the third day and go ahead and lay the sod down. But yeah, it's been a productive day. We had a little bit of a curveball that got thrown at us based on the forecast. The sod farms had called me like Monday. I had set up my deliveries for my sod to arrive on Thursday. So they called on Monday and said they're going to have to push me off to the next week based on the forecast. I hate when that happens because usually I have my schedule mapped out to where I stack a few jobs like within a few days of each other. So if they would have pushed my job that was on my side onto the following week, when I'm supposed to receive it Thursday, they pushed it off to next Wednesday. I got a project that Thursday and also I believe on Tuesday. They usually space things 2 days apart, but I wouldn't have been able to accommodate those. I would have had to move those. Just a domino effect. Kind of a headache sometimes. So luckily, I reached back out to the side farm and I talked to the manager, and he actually answered the phone. He's like, "Yeah," because I she said they wasn't able to cut, which makes sense. We can't control Mother Nature. Given I can clearly talk to the client and say, "Hey, of course you see the weather. The side farm wasn't able to cut," which is actually true. I'm not fabricating anything, but communicating as soon as it's happening is kind of key. So the expectations of them expecting you to be there when you say you were, you don't run into that issue. So I reached back out to the side farm on this was Monday. I reached back out to them on Wednesday. Today's Thursday. Yeah, I reached back out to them on Wednesday, and they were like, "Yeah, they actually have started cutting. The weather cleared up, etc." I was like, "Well, I was trying to see if I can get some sod in this week. I was hoping I can get it in on Thursday, but I get it. You guys just start cutting, so it delay your schedule." He's like, "Oh no, we got to open it up on Friday. Let me see. Let me go ahead and see if I can push you to Friday." So he pushed my my delivery on Friday. So I was like, "Let me go ahead and at least start the job on time as scheduled." Just communicate with the client that instead of it being a 1 day project, it's a 2 day project. Um, Based on we're not unable to get the sod in adequate time. Sometimes stuff like that is outside of your hands. So I'm pretty sure he was cool. He was cool with it. I called him and I actually emailed him and stuff like that. So I communicate that way when the scheduled time comes, do what we're supposed to do. So I got the prep done. Tomorrow, I got I got a few people that's been a little bit antsy, man, about aerations. And my thing is this: can't let the tail wag the dog. As a professional, I should be setting the standard to say, "Hey, I'm not starting," because I told my clients originally, "Hey, I'm not starting aerations until mid-April. At least let 2 weeks into April go, and then I'll start doing aerations because we're just transitioning out of dormancy here in the Charleston area. Like stuff is like it's green, but you can tell it ain't growing like fast. It ain't growing. It's not at its peak part of the season or nothing like that. Of course, that's summer, but it's not completely green. We have some lawns that are still in dormancy, so I feel like it's a little early still. But I got some people that's been antsy, and they're not, regular clients. They're not, every year clients. I got like two people that are regular clients that it's like, "Hey, I'm trying to get my lawn aerated the first week and or first week of April." I'm like, "Yeah," I said, "That's a little early. Kind of want to make sure I bypass my frost date, which is March 28th. Then I want to, give it at least a week to make sure the weather's going to be clear. And I want stuff to actually green up. I want it to be growing really good before we start doing aerations. But I might be doing some punching this Friday. I think I got like 7 lined up. I'm gonna knock them out. Because hey, the lawn is green, but is it ideal time to be doing it? No. So for anybody who's making new inquiries, like on my website and stuff like that, more than likely they can see my schedule because I have an instant booking to where you can like go in, see the schedule, book your project, and kind of go from there. But I got it scheduled to where they can't, pre-book tomorrow. They can't book, I think not even next week, but after the 17th, they can actually book. So that's that. Jeez, what is going on? We got some road rage going on around here, bro. But yeah, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all, let y'all know I had a decent day, man. Gotta appreciate the decent days, cause it's gonna get rough. It's gonna get hot out here. This weather about to pick up, and it's gonna get hot, and people are gonna start falling by the wayside. The ones who can't handle this landscape life. But I'm hoping I can continue to lock in some people on my weed control fertilization. I gotta keep dialing in. I gotta communicate more about it because, like I said before, whatever you put out is what people reach out to you for. So if you saying, "Hey, I'm mowing," you're gonna have everybody across the city reaching out to you just about mowing. If you're talking about mulch installation, sod installation, core aerations, it don't matter what it is, top dressing, whatever service you're talking about, more than likely that's what type of client you're gonna attract. But y'all have a good one. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all later. I gotta go empty off this truck so I can be prepared for tomorrow.